Okay, now let's get into the organizational context. Now this is where your actual PMP syllabus is getting started off. So first, let me ask you one question. Okay, let me just projects. Okay, why do organizations have projects? Okay, let's be interactive. Why do organizations have projects?
To solve real world problems.
Okay, to solve problems. Anybody else? Okay, what else?
To achieve
Profits.
Profits. Okay, to achieve what? Who was somebody saying that?
maybe
Achieve.
more to achieve a specific milestone.
Achieve a milestone. Okay. Okay. Maybe they want to enter into a new industry or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then
maybe have a good portfolio of various kinds of experience and
okay,
activities.
create a portfolio. Okay. Okay.
Introduce new products and services.
Introduce new products and services.
Fix issues that affect business performance.
Fix issues that affect business performance. Okay. Okay. You need projects to fix issues? It
No,
depends on
it's
the
not.
size of the issue. No, you might need projects. It depends on the size of the issue.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe, for example, you launched the project and now suddenly you have a uproar of customers. A lot of customers are coming and you don't have a customer support team, right? Then that itself becomes a project to kind of setting up the new customer support team.
Yes,
Okay.
and
So,
also the automation part, like from
yeah,
manual
automation.
to automation with
Yeah.
save costs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So many reasons people want to do projects, create projects, maybe regulatory reasons, regulatory, or maybe environmental reasons, okay, or CSR projects, right? But the bottom line is this one: solving problems. Okay, organizations do projects to solve problems and in turn make money out of it. Okay, so that's the one idea. Again, if you look back to your own personal careers also, right, all of us we look back to our own careers, we are getting paid to solve problems, right? So if we don't solve problems, will somebody pay us? They will just say, why did he hire you? I hired you to solve this problem, right? As simple as that, right? Even organizations also, this holds good because organizations also get paid because they solve problems. Okay, the projects, see what happens is an organization, there are multiple levels. Okay, so it goes off from like okay, now let's say there is this project A. Okay, uh, project A. Okay, then again you have one more, say A for IRA and B. There's again project B. Okay, project B. Okay, fine. Now all this, let's say this project A has got project C and then D. Okay, maybe let's say this is a project for, say, uh, iPhone launch, iPhone 17 launch in an organization. Okay, then next they want to kind of have a project to give TV subscriptions to their customers. Okay, and then after that they could also have some say monthly plans. And all these things could be a part of the pre-sales page. Okay, let's say they have a pre-sales page. A company has a website, okay, on which they want to kind of come up with their iPhone launch, give a TV subscription, maybe Netflix or Amazon or Disney Plus Hotstar. Okay, and then whatever is their core product, they have the monthly plan for that. Okay, all of this could be a part of this pre-sale things. Okay, now what happens is these are all projects, and all these projects are now interrelated to the sales of the organization or the pre-sales organization. So this becomes Okay, program. A group of related projects. Okay, a group of related projects is called as a program. Okay, so organizations have got projects that build programs, and then like this you can have multiple programs. Okay, put that over here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, program 1, program 2. Okay, which will kind of, these programs can related or not related, no problem. Program 1, program 2. Okay, now these could be a part of a bigger thing called as a portfolio. Okay, so program 1, okay, is 1. Okay, now see at the bottom level you've got a project, right? I'll just explain you about the project. A project, what is a project? A project is a unique endeavor. Okay, every project is unique. Okay, if something similar is done, it is called as operational. Okay, operations means something similar. Continuous work, repeated work. Like for example, once something goes live, you've got post-production support, L3 work, okay, your BAU work, L3 work, oh, sorry, L3 work, then you've got also called as the BAU, business as usual work, or some companies call it like KBR work, keep business running work, or some people call it as like KTLO, keep the lights on work, right? That's a continuous. So this happens after a project is gone live. Okay, so projects are unique and projects are temporary, means they'll have a start and end date. They'll have a start and end date. Always projects will have a start and end date. Okay, so PMI says organizations are built up of projects. Okay, so these like this project A, project B, project C, multiple projects which are part of a program. Now the keyword for you for project is unique. If somebody says what is a project, what is the keyword for something? Okay, project is called as unique. Okay, project, the keyword is unique. For programs, what is the keyword for programs? Okay, programs are a group of interrelated projects. Okay, a group of interrelated projects. For example, in this program, you have got the iPhone launch, which is on your pre-sales page, TV subscription, pre-sales page, and then a monthly work pre-sales page, right? All of these are related on through pre-sales, right? So then this becomes related work. Okay, so the keyword for this is related. Let me just put one more thing. Okay, related work. Okay, so a program is something in which you've got something that's related. Okay, now what is a portfolio then? A portfolio is a strategic initiative. The keyword for portfolio is strategic. It is a strategic initiative of an organization that aligns with the organizational objective. Okay, or goals of the organization. You can have multiple portfolios in the organization. Okay, so the keyword on exam, for example, so why am I saying, why am I calling these things like keywords and all? Let me just tell you about that this time. Waste time. Okay, now we are talking here about keywords. So what are keywords? On your PMP examination, right? If you see these things, you should understand. If you're talking about some work that's unique, means it's project. Something that's temporary, start and end, it's a project. Okay, something that's continuous means an operational work. So for operations, the keyword is okay, continuous. Okay, and then you have got for programs related project work. So if it is related project work, what is the advantage? Can anybody tell me what is the advantage of related project work?
You can share resources.
Very good. Okay. Okay, then you can have
Historic estimations.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
So the estimations can be taken
Yeah, similar estimations can
similar
be taken.
projects. Yeah.
Okay. Then they will have a common budget. See, the advantage of common budget is you can use, let's say your project, there is some for shortfall in the money. Okay. But the overall program has got a budget. Okay. Then you can, another project, there's some money left. You can use that money. Like, for example, I was working at Adobe, and at that time we were having a project wherein we had to do a lot of front end work. Okay. So we we had a front end developer, but we didn't have a UI UX designer. Okay. So now we had to get a UI UX designer, and I had put the project on hold because we didn't have a designer. And after that, we got a designer. Now, one problem resolved. Okay. Designer we have got, but there's another problem. Okay. The next problem was we didn't have the budget for this designer. Okay. Now, if we don't have the budget for the designer, how will we kind of do the work? Means everybody who works on a project, always understand this. Okay. In your projects, everybody who works on a project should get paid. There is a cost of that resource happening. Okay. So where is the budget? Where is the money coming for you to get that resource onboarded? So at that time, we look back into our program. Okay. For this customer, like we had a separate budget, also program budget. Then from a different project from the same customer, we took that money and put it over here. Okay. So that's how it helps us in programs. Understanding? Is this clear? Any questions? What is the program and how we can leverage it? Okay. So it helps you kind of reducing resource dependencies, bringing down budgets. Okay. You can use some similar content over there. Estimations can be done. So that's about a program. A program is a group of related projects. That's the keyword for you for program. And then when it comes to portfolio, a portfolio can have related or not related programs also. It's not necessary portfolio should have related programs. Okay. A portfolio can have related programs or not related programs also. Okay. Understand this. Is this clear? And the keyword for portfolio is strategy. If they're talking about doing something related to project strategy, means they're talking about a portfolio. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, Arham.
Okay, very good. So now what I wanted to do is I want you to make some flashcards. Okay, let's get started off. If you guys have your books with you, kindly tear a paper out of your book. Okay, and I want you to kind of fold it into 4 pieces. Okay, I've taken a A4 size paper, fold it over there, then tear it 2 halves. If you have got 2 pages, that's fine. Then again, fold it one more time. Okay, I just wanted to make the flashcards right away and I'll tell you how to use it. Okay, and then finally, last fold. Okay, this size, as small as your business card, right? Or your credit card or debit card, whatever, right? So a paper, any paper, ruled paper, plain paper, no problem. Okay, this will be a flashcard. What I want you to do is I want you to write down. See how the flashcard works is that you'll have the question in the front, answer at the back. Like for example, I will write here program. Okay. Okay, I'll write here program. So answer will be at the back. What is the program? Keyword, just write the keyword. Don't write sentences. Don't write history. Okay. Interrelated projects. Okay. Question in the front, answer at the back. Okay. Can you just do that? Write program and behind that write as interrelated projects. Okay. So when you revise, right, you'll see program. What is the keyword for this? If you're not able to recall the keyword, no problem. Always turn back and see. But the effort to recall is what the brain likes. Okay. That's where your learning increases. Okay. Can you give me a thumbs up if you guys have torn the papers into this size? Excellent. Okay. I just see 1, 2. How about others? Say Farah, very good. Okay. All of you, very good. Excellent. Okay. And now write down program, and behind that you will have to write down related projects. Do that and do it for project. The keyword is unique. Operations, the keyword is continuous. Portfolio, the keyword is strategy. Can you please do that for the next three papers? And I'll just take a minute break. I have to drop my kid down. He's banging the road all the time. I'll come back in a minute. Please make 3 more flashcards coming back. Just in a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Is it done? All of you? Give me a thumbs up, please. It's done. Okay. Project operations program, related projects, then portfolio strategy. Clear? Good. Okay. Okay. Let's get into the next part. We finish this. Work done. Projects and operations. We spoke about this. Okay. Okay.
So I have a question before we move forward.
Yes, please.
So if you can put little light on types of operation and if you can discuss more on L3
Okay. Sure.
and BAU and all that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. So continuous work operations, we came over here. Okay. So there are different levels here. Okay. So it's like one is L3, one is your L1. That's a help desk support. Okay. Let me just focus on this. Okay. L3 is like your retainer projects. You use retainer projects. Okay. Or your support projects. Okay. And this is your development work. Okay. Wherein you do things like break fixes. Okay. And maybe some minor enhancements. Okay. Means you do that in L3. Okay. That you do. L1 we all know. It's the help desk. Help desk. Okay. L2 is a little bit better than that. Little more complicated. You do a lot of updates over here. You maybe like fields. Okay. Fields or backend application support. Okay. This is not just about access. Okay. It goes a bit higher level. Okay. Application support. Okay. Customer interaction happens both the places. But this will not have a toll-free number. L1 will have a toll-free number. Okay. Toll-free numbers. Okay. Customer interactions happen here. L3 also they do, but development interaction is less with customers. Okay. They directly don't interact. They fix things. Somebody comes and tells what needs to be done. But if they talk, it's good only. Okay. These are there. Okay. Now all this L3 can be named as BAU also. Or that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. In some companies, L3 is called as BAU. In some companies, it's called as KBR. Some companies called as KTLO. Now, if you want to do something brand new and it has got a bigger size, okay, then this becomes a project. It's no more an operation. It becomes a project. Okay. You go here and then it becomes a project.
So if we are trying to add some scope in that or
If you try to
needs
add some scope,
some more work.
I'll tell you. Come. Good question. Okay. Okay. Now what happens in L3? Okay. How do we deliver the work in L3? Okay. Let's talk about the delivery of L3. Okay, delivery work in L3. Okay. Okay. So what happens in L3 is does somebody want to explain this if you have already doing in the organization before I throw some light out on it? How is the L3 work being done in your organization?
Maybe I'll try to explain. Like we'll be getting like we are one of our project is part of L3, so we'll be receiving care tickets
Okay.
from care supporting. So
Good.
it's Jira bug or
Okay.
something kind of.
Yeah.
So and we will try to understand what the customer is facing.
Hmm.
And we'll try to analyze the logs, and if some fix is required, then we'll make the code changes. And I mean, we'll see whether it is impacting only that particular customer or group of customers. Then we'll like it's a small thing. It's not an enhancement or feature or something. Then we'll make the code fix and we'll push it to production, and we'll update back in the Jira and ask case support person to I mean, connect back with the customer and
Can I inform customer?
Yeah, inform the customer basically.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Now let's say you get hundreds of these kind of tickets. How do you manage this?
Through automation.
What process will we put over here? So from project management, think from a delivery point of view. Okay. Let's say these kind of case issues are coming, some new enhancements are coming. Okay. Every month customer wants some small new thing to come.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we plan this?
It's based on the priority. Like
okay. One by one. Right, Bhav, 1 second. Okay. Then priority. Priority. Very good. Okay.
P1, P2, P3. Maybe yeah. That's how it come under here. And
P1, P2. Go ahead. Go ahead. What
So
else?
I have a question here. So when we are doing the code fix, right? So are we going to deploy some patch, or are we going to release some hot fix or something like that? Just need a clarity on there.
Bahu, you want to answer that?
Yeah, so mostly product-based companies, they won't allow hot fixes until unless something is breaking many customers. So
Okay.
if it is impacting a very less number of customers, like say customers, then it should be higher priority, but it should be done in proper way. The not a hot fix, it will be code fix only.
Correct. So hot fix is more like for a once you deploy something to production, and immediately if you want to fix it in a day or two. Okay,
Right.
okay, that's a hot fix. If you're looking for the code fix, follows the entire process. Like it goes to the entire SDLC and then it comes. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, I want to tell one more thing over here, one more important point. I want to say 2 points over here from the delivery perspective. So based on priority, okay, what if something, how often are you releasing it to production, Bahu?
Yeah, maybe once in a week we'll be releasing.
Once in a week, right? Now see, now what happens is from the delivery point of view, okay? Okay, from delivery point of view, okay, an issue comes, you fix it, you move it. Let's say in 3 days you fix it, you move it. Okay, a bigger issue comes, takes you think, okay, think for like 5 days, or then you fix it. Means the size of the issue is big, maybe minor impact, but you want to fix that. Or an enhancement comes, there are like 3-4 enhancements. Okay, takes you 10 days to fix, and you move it. Okay, now you which day of the week do you fix it or you move it to production?
It depends. Like usually we will do it on Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll
So organizations, so this is delivering to production, right? Production. Okay. Anytime means the fix comes anytime. You can, if something is ready, if you can deliver anytime, right? At that time, you will use the Kanban life cycle for delivery. Okay. If you want to put code faster to production, that time you use Kanban methodology. Okay, you don't have to wait for the entire project to complete and all those things. Okay, and then if you have a dedicated release calendar, okay, if you have a dedicated release calendar, even then also you can use the Kanban methodology release calendar. Like for example, every 1 month there is a release that happens. Okay. Again, then also you can use Kanban. Means you know what work is there, you know how many people are there, by when you can finish it. You'll kind of do reverse engineering. This is the go live date, this is the UAT code freeze date, this is the UAT dates. Okay, this is the QA testing completion date. Okay, these are the end-to-end testing, integration testing date, and these are the sprint dates. Okay, so you reverse engineer all these things, and everybody has to follow dedicated release calendar, because there is a release train, lot of dependencies are there. When you want to deliver L3 work in this kind of fashion, at that time you will use Kanban methodology. This is the agile methodology. Okay, Farah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so then you use Kanban. If you just want to go and deliver a project, you want to work on a project. Okay, where is our unique fellow? Here, this big guy, right? This project. Okay, here you will use Scrum methodology. Got it? When you use Scrum, when you use Kanban, you might mix the practices of Scrum and Kanban, that's okay. But Scrum is used mainly for projects. When you want to deliver projects, you will use Scrum methodology. When you want to deliver continuous work, you use Kanban methodology. Okay, we'll learn about distinction of Scrum and Kanban on the day 4 when you go into Agile. Okay, we'll go in detail and then learn. But just understand this. Okay, is this much clear now? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we finished this projects, and now we are going into the org structures. Okay, let's go to org structures, organizational structures. Okay. Okay, now different kinds of organizations. Okay, so there are like 3 types of organizations. Like you would have heard, like there is a competency team in your company. Okay, these are the subject matter experts. Okay, or there is just projects team. In service based organizations, all service based organizations are more of the projectized kind of organizations. Okay, product organizations are more like functional organizations. Okay, a matrix organization is more like a consulting. They'll have a competency team and they'll have a project teams also for developing projects. They'll have a separate product team also. Okay, that's a matrix organization. So this is important from your PMP examination point of view. Okay, when you see the question, you have to understand what kind of organization is this. Okay, is it a projectized organization or a functional organization or the matrix organization? When you read the question, you have to understand this. This is where I told you, when you see the question, you will see all 3 answers or 4 answers the same. So you'll have all the 4 choices and everything. Okay, organized structure, all 4 are there. Which one to select? Now, based on some subtle differences, you have to go and select the answer. So first, let's understand what is a projectized organization, what is a functional organization, what is a matrix organization. Okay, and then we will kind of come with the keywords also for this. Okay, so just make one more small mind map saying the organizational structure. In that, put a line for projectized organization, one for functional, one for matrix. Okay, so in a projectized organization, okay, you will have one major role, that is a project manager. What's the biggest role over here? Project manager. So who has power over here? Project manager has power. Okay, in projectized organizations, if you are having a functional manager also coming working with you, a subject matter expert is working with you, but the power lies with the project manager in a projectized organization. As a PMP exam question. Okay, who has the power in projectized? Project manager. In functional organization, it's more of a, I'll come to experience and coordinator later. Okay, these are all subject matter experts. Okay, your competencies teams. Okay, so this is your subject matters competency teams. Okay, here the power lies with functional manager. Okay, so what does a functional manager do? Okay, he'll allocate resources. Okay, so usually they'll have shared resources, multiple resources. Okay, at that time, if you, based on the kind of organization you have, okay, if it is a product organization, then functional manager will have more power. If it is a projectized organization, project manager can have power. That will happen in a matrix organization. Okay, let's say you've got shared resources, like Shilpa, your issue, right? Shared resources.
Yes, Arham.
Yeah, so now you have to see who is this person who's allocating resources, right? Now this person needs to get connected with your projectized organization, your delivery guys, and you have to raise the issue from here. Okay, saying that I'm not getting resources that we need. People are shared across. This is my project plan. Okay, there is a resource dependency and there is a delivery date. There's a milestone. Please, you have to address. So it is more like a matrix organization which you have. Okay, two things to learn in a projectized organization. Project manager has power, and one more very important thing over here is remember this word called as the team for the team. Okay, okay, the thing that all of us hate, it's called as bench. None of us likes to be on bench, but the PMP term for this is called as no home. Team has no home. After the project is over, you will be going back to bench. Okay, you will get to learn many things in new projects, hopefully good exposure, you might get to travel, you will get build good reputation, all those things. But once the project is completed, you will go back to the bench. So the PMP examiner, so projectized organization is one in which the team has no home. Okay, the keyword projectized organization, behind you just write no home. Okay, projectized organization, project manager has power. Okay, just like projectized power, behind you write project manager as a keyword. Okay, then projectized team, behind you write no home for the team. Okay, functional manager, power, functional organization, the competency. So it's all the SMEs. Keyword for them is SMEs, right? And what's his role? Allocate resources. Okay. Now, based on this, also you have got like three different matrices. Okay. Strong matrix, weak matrix, and balanced matrix. Okay. See, all these terms which I'm showing you now are important for a PMP examination. With all the topics you covered today, at least expect some 5 to 7 questions that can come up with the examination. Okay, you'll see them on the examination. Okay, so what is a strong matrix? As the name suggests, power is with the PM. Okay, what is a weak matrix? Okay, a weak matrix, the power is with the functional manager. Okay, wherein the PM will act as an expediter or a, okay, let me just do one thing. PM, okay, no power. No power. Okay, no power for functional weak matrix, no power for PM. Power is the functional manager. Okay, in a weak matrix. That's why it's called as a weak matrix. Okay. Since we deal with projects, we want to have more projects, more power, and it's called project organizations. So if you don't have power, it's called as weak matrix. Okay, that's how they have termed it. So PM can play the role of a expediter or project coordinator or a project expediter. So all this is PMI jargon. Okay, expect to see some questions on the examination on this. Okay, so FM is the SME, allocates resources. Okay, so in the question, if you see that, okay, you are an expediter on the particular project, means understand they're talking about weak matrix. Okay, if they say you are the project manager in a strong matrix organization, then think about a projectized organization. This is how you start seeing the distinctions. Okay, if you see this visually, right, you can make it out very easily. Else you'll have to read like 10 pages of theory to understand all these points. Okay, so this visual helps you kind of get it faster. Okay, clear what is strong matrix, weak matrix? And now there is a marriage. It's like balance matrix. Okay, they want to kind of marry both of these and they want balance matrix. Okay, so in balance matrix, power is shared between whom? Any cases?
FM and between PM and FM.
Yeah, FN and PM, the power is shared. Okay, so that's the mind map on your matrix organizations. Okay, I hope you're making the mind maps also in your notebooks. Okay, I will share this, but I request you all to kind of go and please make the mind maps also. Is this clear? Strong matrix, what are the keywords? Weak matrix, balance matrix. So strong matrix is like a service organizations. Okay, then balance matrix, consulting, as I told you. Then functional organizations are like product organizations. Okay, is this clear on org structures? Any questions over here? Okay, very good. Let's close this mode. Fine. Okay. Now I want to go to governance. I'll come to this project selection also. Let me go to governance. Okay, let's go to governance. Okay, any guesses? What do you guys see as governance in organizations? What could be governance? What could organizations use for governance? Any guesses? How are they governing things?
Monitoring and controlling.
Okay. How is governance established in organizations? Rather, I would put the question like, which team does it?
Delivery team.
Okay. Have you heard this name PMO?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Project Management Office, right? So these are the people or group of people who decide what are the key metrics, what are the KPIs, what are the CPIs, how much budget is allocated, who will work on which project. Especially service-based organizations have a lot of this PMOs, right? Based on the size of the organization. If it's a very big organization, they have a separate PMO team itself. You will have like n number of people working over there. Okay. So for PMP examination, this is very important because under PMO, there are three categories. See, anytime when you study for PMP examination, if you see subcategories under big category, expect that these are very close things and expect some questions on that. So here you have got like three types of PMO: supporting PMO, controlling PMO, and last is directive PMO. Okay. So each is different in the role they perform. Okay. Supporting PMO is more about templates. They share the templates. Okay. Historic information in past projects. Okay. Controlling PMO will tell you about guidelines, the bit of control they'll have. Okay. Guidelines. Okay. They'll also help you with some trainings. Okay. Approval for trainings. These guys can help you. Okay. They can help you with the software. So if you want some software, they can help you with that. Okay. Then finally is a directive PMO. This is more of authoritative, right? Here, project budgets, resource allocations, okay. So these things will come under this, okay. And then after that, budgets, allocations, and then after that, objectives, project objectives, okay. It can come from them. So the level of power is also different, okay. So directive PMO, the power is very high power, okay. Controlling is like a medium. They cannot enforce, but they can at least control you, okay. This is like less power, okay. So what kind of PMO? Look at the organization. PMO could be just one person or a group of 4 or 5 person, or it could be a very big team also. Okay, companies may not have separate sections like directive, controlling, and supportive PMOs, but for PMP examination, you've got these three categories of PMOs. Okay, and you could expect a question on this, or at least look into it come to you as some answer choices. Okay, fine. Any questions on the PMO and different types of PMOs?
So it can be different. I mean, like based on the organization we
Yes.
work, so it will be anyone who will give you some kind of a guidance or directions how your
Yes.
project needs to be leaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, it could be a senior delivery head also, but may not
Yeah,
be the PMO guy. Okay, but
right.
if companies can have dedicated office, also what I'm saying. PMI says we can have dedicated PMOs, and now since a lot of agile coming, they have come with a new term also. Don't be surprised. See this on exam. It's like
Yeah, it's
VAO, value
video.
added office. Okay, and for agile, it's called as value added office. Okay, in agile
So
again.
in my organization, the delivery team who leads to, I mean, like who act as a PMO, who gives the directions and also give the templates and type of controlling for all the projects and initiatives that's going on. So I just want to make sure. Like,
Yeah, so it could be them, no problem. Okay, fine. Okay, that's about the governance. How are we, which team is taking care of governance? Okay, that's about the governance. Any questions on the PMOs? Okay,
I never heard about VAO. What
this
is
is
that?
new term. Okay, in agile they call it, instead of PMO they call, in agile they call it as value added office. Like how this some new term came some few years back, center of excellence, right? Now
Right.
for agile, this is the new flashy term, VAO. Okay, it is same like your PMO. But for PMP examination, remember these three. Okay, if you see this on examination, it is a similar job as your PMO. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Sharif. Okay, hope this is clear. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, now, okay, we talk about this. Okay, let's get into the project selections. Okay, how do organizations select project? Any thoughts? How do companies select projects?
depends on ROI, return on investments.
Okay, very good. Then, yeah, ROI. Obviously, ROI should be good, at least more than one. Okay.
How
Yes.
early you can start getting revenue?
Mhm. Okay. So for a PMB examination, there are some 4 or 5 ways of project selection. Okay. Remember them. You should get one question at least on that. From the 4 or 5 steps, at least one question you can get. The important thing that you need to remember in any organization is that projects are not chosen randomly. Oh, I felt like doing, let's go and do it. It's not like that. Okay. There is a project selection process. Based on that, they'll go and select the projects. Okay. Remember this, even for PMP exams as well as regular full-time projects are not selected randomly. Okay. Okay. Now there are 5 ways of selecting projects. First is IRR. What is this IRR? Internal rate of return. Okay. It should be more than 1. It's a ratio, should be more than 1. Okay. So on PMP examination, if you see a project with IRR less than 1 and a project with IRR more than 1, which one will you select as the right answer?
More than one.
More than one.
How is this ratio calculated? I mean, on what basis?
It depends, like for what is the investment, okay, and what is the liabilities or the cash outflow, all those things, it depends on that. Okay. So let's say, for example, uh, the cost of the team is coming up to whatever they are investing. It's like say $400K, okay, and they're getting a project for say $800K, okay. So here they are getting a good return of 2%. Two ratio is 2. If you calculate that, so what is, see this IRR, ROI, and cost benefit analysis. All these are similar terms, okay. Wherein what is the benefit of the cost? It's also called as rate of return on investment, ROI, right? So let's say, for example, 4 people, team size, the cost is coming so much, and by delivering this project, we earned so much. The customer paid us so much. Okay, that will be good. If you look into more detail, okay, let me just help you understand that more detail. Okay. Okay. Take it. Let's say, for example, you have got dev 1, dev 2, dev 2 thing. Okay, and let's say you are doing a project for say 6 weeks. Okay, the cost of that is like week 1. Okay, and then this is the PM, this is the PO. Okay, 40 hours every day. Cost of one developer. Okay, cost of one, ये भी कर देते हैं, we'll add one more row. Okay, unit cost. Okay, Developer unit cost per hour, or let's say put as per day, for example. Let's say it's $200. Okay, $200. And you have got one senior dev. Let's see your senior dev. And this guy, senior dev. Okay, let's say $250. Okay, 200. Okay, this is per day. Okay, unit cost per day, not per hour. Okay, then you have got a PM. PM is again say $200. A PO is again say $250 or $200. Okay, let's say $250. This is a per day cost. Now in a week, 5 days are there, correct? Okay, so this week 5, 5, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1 second, Bahu. I'll just come to you. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Now let's say this is total is equal to sum of this. Okay. That's like so many days, and this is the final cost. Cost per week. Cost. Okay. Is equal to this into this. Okay. That's the cost per week for that. Okay. What happened? Okay, nothing is over here. Okay. Is equal to sum. Okay. Now you see here for a 7-day project, for a 7-week project. Okay. What is the cost that is coming up to? Okay. Along with this cost, there will be other cost. Okay. Like for example, overhead cost, one-time cost will be there, or your location cost. If people are traveling, that will be cost. We'll learn all of this in the cost chapter called as direct cost, indirect cost. Okay, direct cost, Okay, all those things will come up. Okay, so for the sake of learning now, let's just take the what we have on top. Okay, I'll just put that. Okay, so Shilpa, you see it's coming like $38,500. Okay, fine. Now let's say, for example, we go with this project to a customer, and let's see we bid it for say $50,000, 50,000. Okay, what is my IRR? It is very simple, right? This is equal to rate of return. What is my output divided by my cost? So 1.29%. So 29% is the return for me on this. It's pretty healthy. Usually IT projects margins are around 30-35% is a very good margin, decent margin. 40-50% is very good. Double the amount is like awesome, right? So usually 50% or 30% is the industry average to have decent margins. Okay, so this will be your IRR. This will also be your return on investment. I invested $38,500. I got $50,000. My ROI is 1.29. 30% is my ROI, right? So ROI is equal to 29%. Okay. It's also called as cost benefit analysis, CBA. Okay, called as cost benefit analysis. Okay, usually these numbers may not be shared with the junior PMs in organizations. These numbers, cost of resource and all those things. Okay, but this is how it is done. Then they'll add all these costs which I just showed you over here. They'll go and add all those costs also. Okay, clear? Shilpa, any questions?
No,
Yeah, you had raised your hand. Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, small question only.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
PO means is it project office or?
Oh, sorry. Product owner.
Product owner. Okay.
Sorry, I was coming to the role. Sorry, I jumped over here. Product owner. Apologies. Please to call out for abbreviations. This is okay. Project. Because I keep talking this in the company, the jargon is definitely, but I'm teaching, I have to explain that. Thanks for calling out, Bahu. Okay, got it. So this is what this calls out. Okay, IRR, ROI, cost benefit analysis. All of this should be more than 1. Okay, and the question you see an ROI of a project is 0.89. Another ROI, okay, is like 1.1, which one do you choose? So how they'll put this, how they'll confuse on the examiners, like say ROI of project A, okay, project A is 89%, okay, and ROI of project B, okay, and then they'll say like 1.39%, 1.39. Which one will you choose? Okay, so you, the moment you see 89, you will want to go and select that, right? So you have to see that this is actually referring to like 0.89. The ratio is less than 1 over here. If you see an ROI of 189, then that is better than 1.39. Get these things basics right. Did you understand this? What I just showed over here? If you see 89% ROI means still you have not met the investment. The cost of the ROI is not meeting the cost also. Okay. If it is more than 1, only then you are going to profit. So like this, you can get some twisted questions on the examination. So read it carefully. It will be simple concept. Then we can do it. Okay. Clear? So projects are selected based on the IRR or ROI or cost. That's one day. Next thing is called payback period. What do you mean by payback period?
Time to recover your money.
Very good.
Or, you know,
Time to recover the money. Okay. Okay. What do you mean by that?
Is it the duration of the project?
Yeah. Okay. So it's like whatever investment you have done, right? How soon can you recover? Like for example, if you go and take this Excel sheet example over here, okay, here, when will you recover this cost of 38500?
Post 7 weeks.
Post 7 weeks. Or maybe if you are talking about, let's say for example, this was a fixed price project, okay, they are making you payments, okay, by the end of this week only you made some good money, maybe by 6th week you might get it, but you not take payback into consideration for this kind of projects. Okay, this project is more of an IRR based project. Okay, payback when you will take, like for example, you are building a product. Okay, let's say you are building a SaaS based product. Okay, so to build that product, you took almost like 8 months, and some 12-15 people worked with the product team, and then they build that. Okay, now let's say to build that entire product itself, it took you like, oh, let's do the payback now. Okay, let's do this. This is for IRR. Okay, let's do the payback calculation. Let's increase this a little bit more. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, 19 weeks. Oh, 5-month project. Okay. 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 And let's increase these also. We'll add few more. Okay. Insert. Okay. Okay, let's say on QA1, QA2, okay, on architect, okay, and then let's say for example Dev3, Dev4, okay, Dev5, and on senior manager also for oversight. Let's say Dev5, let's say oversight on senior guy, okay, for governance. These guys are there. So this project, okay, just fine. One more line down, is it? Okay. Okay, and then after that, this is the man days. Okay, this is like, see, for example, this is called as 5 man days. Project man jargon. Okay, 5 days of work is called as 5 man days. 1 day of work is called as 1 man day. This is cost per week, means it's taking like we don't say man week is not a common term in project management. Man days is a common jargon across the interviews or across the organizations when you go, right? Man days means one person working for 8 hours in a day. Okay, so I've put like 5 man days, and based on that, if you just pull this, okay, okay, this dollar bill, let's put their money also, how much these guys are costing us. Okay, QA1, let's say I'm just putting some random numbers. Okay, architect 300 or dev 4 again, let's say 200. Oversight manager is like say 300, but for him we'll not put so much time, just put 1 day a week oversight, okay, for governance. Okay, so you'll have to plan these things also. You can't have somebody for oversight for full 5 days a week. We'll learn about all these things. Okay, this is called as apportioned effort oversight. Okay, we'll learn about that a little later. Dev QA work is all as discrete effort. Total, all of this is called as level of effort. We'll learn of that during the estimation chapters. Okay, now this is the total we had. Done. Okay, now see, $72,000. Okay, to build a SaaS based product. Okay, it is costing us $72,000 plus the overheads, whatever is it. I'm just taking this Excel sheet over here. Now, for me to earn this $72,000, let's say, for example, the product is ready. Product is ready. Okay, on say 1st of Jan it is ready. Okay, and let's say my per user login. Okay, this is SaaS based product. Per user login, I'm charging, let's say, $10. Okay, per user. Okay, and in January, okay, I get say some 400 users. Okay, what is my earning? Let's see that. Okay, my earning is equal to $10 into $400 Jan. Okay, then after that, okay, let's put this Jan over here. Feb I'll put over here just for the sake of the table. March, April, May. Okay, and in February, let's say I go and strike a government deal, and government gives me, okay, Arham, for you 2,500 logins for all these teachers. All these teachers will now start using your product. Okay, I get a bulk login. Okay, so I make money over here 25. Did it complete 72,000? Not yet. So I have to again wait. Let's say next month I go and makes another 2,000. Then after that I go and makes, let's say, 3,000 in the April month. Means so many user logins I'm selling. Okay, this is user logins. Okay, for the first year. Usually sometimes what do company do? They'll take bulk advance amount also in upfront. Okay, in SaaS based companies, let's say I'm doing a deal with some organization, I'll take a bulk amount. Okay, I'll build this product, will give me a bulk amount initially, and then once it goes live, okay, we can start paying us based on the logins. Okay, that is why will they pay you the bulk amount? Okay, if already the product is there. If you're building the product from scratch, then they'll not give you any advance amount. Understand this. If you're building the product from scratch, because you're taking their learning to build the product, they will not give you the advance, but they'll pay you for the user logins. So after the first customer, like for example, in one of the organizations I worked, okay, they built a product for a very large bank, okay, and then they went on to sell this product to the other banks, saying that this very large bank is using our product. So the first time they built a product for the very large bank, the bank didn't pay for the product, they just paid for the user logins. But the next company, you have a product in hand, so they'll pay the product fees, okay, as well as the logins. Okay, so that's how you start making more money. Okay, like for example, even the LMS which I'm sharing you, I have given an upfront cost for the product. Okay, and then there's a monthly login that I also pay. Since my students go and access the videos over here, I have to pay a monthly subscription also. Understand? That's how the SaaS based model works. And now you see the payback period over here. Let's do a quick math and see, did we make the money or what? Okay. Okay, this is, let's say, 5,000. You're getting more. Okay, now you see cumulative 79,000. By April, you are making more than 70,000. So it took you 4 months to get the payback period. What is the payback period of this project? 4 months. Understood? Is this clear? Good, boss.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, on PMP examination, what kind of question can you get? Let's talk about that. Okay. On your PMP examination, they'll give you like this. Project A is 50,000 rupees investment, or whatever is the uh, investment you have, right? Project A. Project A. And the payback period for this is 2 years. Okay. And then project B. Investment is 40,000. And payback period is 1 year. Okay. Which project should you choose? Tell me.
Project B,
Why?
because payback is payback period is less, and I think that also has to do with the risk as well, like within
Yes, yes.
much
Two concepts are very good to say, right? Always when you're choosing projects based on payback period, okay, always you have to select the project with a shorter payback period. Okay. Irrespective of the investment. Investment is 40,000 a year. 1 year getting, let's say the investment was, let's say, 80,000 rupees. Still you'll select this only, because you're selecting based on payback period. And always when you select project based on payback period, it should be on the shorter time frame. Okay. When you're selecting project based on IRR, ROI, cost benefit analysis, it should be on the more percentage, more than one ratio, more than 100% ratio, right? A percentage that you have to select. Okay. Understanding this, you could expect some PMP exam questions on this. Okay. The next concept is called present value and net present value. How do you select project based on net present value, not on present value? Okay. But what do you understand with the term present value? What is present value? Let's say, for example, okay, I'll come to NPO a little later. Let's say, for example, you have got, say, 2 lakh rupees today with you. Okay. What will be the worth of this money after 3 years? Let's say there is some inflation also. Let's say 5% inflation. Is this money worth more after 3 years, or is it money worth less after 3 years?
It will
What
be
will sorry?
it will be less.
Less. Absolutely right. Right? Because this goes with that formula. There's a formula for this. Okay. This is present value divided by, you would have learned in your college days, 1 plus r whole raised to n, right? Sorry, 1 plus r. 1 plus r and whole raised to n. Okay, there's a suffix. It should go on top. Okay, where r is your rate, 5%, and n is the duration, 3 years. Okay, so what happens? This numerator always becomes less, right? Like what I could buy for 2 lakh rupees. Let's say the gold rush happening now, right? People could have bought, like, say, 100-gram gold with 8 lakh rupees just maybe, say, 3 months back. Now that's costing them like 12 lakh rupees, right? If you see the inflation also, what we could buy for easily for, let's say, 10 lakh rupees, say 5 years ago, we can't buy today for same thing on 10 lakh rupees. We have to put 12 or 13 lakh rupees, right? So that's the present value of future money. So present value is this. Okay. Net present value is right. Understood? With time it decreases. Net present value is, okay, and this is PV. Okay. Net present value, NPV. Okay. NPV means net present value. Net present value. Okay. Net present value is like what are your incoming, what are the benefits as well as liabilities. Okay. Whatever are your benefits minus your liabilities, that's your net present liabilities. for a PMP examination, the question will come, right? Always this has to be positive, okay? Okay. And the project with a greater net present value should be selected. Select projects with higher NPV. Okay. Irrespective of duration. Irrespective of. Okay. By the way, in your examination, you will not even be asked to do this kind of problems. You'll be just asked to do very basic kind of problem, but you have to think through it. Okay. You'll not have to do like division, raising to the powers and all that stuff. Okay. So they'll give you project A, let's say in the present value. Okay. Project A has a NPV of $80,000. Okay. In 4 years. Okay. And project B has a net present value of say $60,000. It's again in 4 years. This years can be different also. Let's say years is 3 years also. Let it be there, no problem. Okay. So they'll not give you the years also in examination. It's asked you project A has NPV of $80,000, project B has NPV of $60,000. Which one will you choose? Always choose the higher one. Choose the project with higher net present value. Okay. So that's how projects are selected based on the net present value or payback period or cost benefit analysis. Very important concept for your PMP examination. Okay. Spend some time, go back today, revise. Okay. On your flashcard, just take a flashcard, write down NPV. Okay. Write down NPV. Behind that, write higher NPV selected. Higher NPV project selected. Okay. Question here, answer back. Okay. So what happens when you use a flashcard is, let's say you've got 10 flashcards with you on 10 concepts. Okay. Within a minute, you can devise 10 concepts. You see the question. So today's, let's say, for example, projects, unique, okay, program, then related, portfolio, strategic. Then you came at PMO, controlling PMO, guidelines and governance, supporting PMO, templates. Then you've got your directive PMO, also assigned resources, budget, right? Then you came to projectized organization, power PM, functional metrics, power functional manager, right? SME, functional organization, right? Matrix organization, strong matrix, power PM, weak matrix, power FM, expeditor, no power, coordinator, some power, right? So almost like 10 flashcards ready. Within a minute, you can devise that. You see the question, what is this program? Who has the power? Okay. Give some context to the question, write 1 or 2 words, but answer behind just write 1 or 2 words. That's enough. Okay. If you're not able to see the answer, no problem, turn and show the answer. If you can revise the flashcards like 2-3 times a day, within 2-3 days, the concept will go in your mind permanently. Retention is for a longer duration than just highlighting words or underlining words or putting bold, italics and all that. Research says more than that, flashcards are very handy. And this is a very simple tool. You don't have to go buy on a very flashy flashcards. You have to go, if you want to do that, go buy something from Amazon and do. Most welcome. If you want to use post-its, but again, post-its just have one side. Okay. If you want to use double-sided post-it, write question and answer at the back. Okay. For me, I believe simple paper is the best thing. Okay. Or you can take a card and also cut it off there. If you're more of a stationary guy, you can do that. But please make flashcards. Learning is faster, retention is longer. Okay. You can recall these things in your discussions also. Okay. Fine. Simple. Any questions? Thank you, Bahau. Thanks, Zed. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. Quickly, I have still 5 more topics to complete. Okay, let's get into that. Hold the node. Okay. Roles.
मेरा ये कैसा सोना है ये?
Okay, Farah, can you go on mute, please? Thank you. Okay. Roles. Okay. So what are the different roles you see in your organization? What are the different roles?
Maybe let me try.
Yeah.
Software engineer and staff engineer.
Okay. One second. Hold on, one second.
Yeah.
Roles. Okay. Software engineer, staff. Okay, that's like your designation company, right?
Yeah.
Staff engineers.
Prin-
Okay.
Principal engineer.
Principal. Okay.
And yeah, I have questions over here also. So we'll be having engineering manager
Okay.
and
Uh,
product manager
okay.
and program manager.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
engineering manager, different levels will be there. I think that's fine. Maybe M1,
Okay.
M2 that.
Okay. M1, M2. Okay.
Yeah, director, I could say.
Okay.
Another role will be director.
Okay.
Not under engineering manager, maybe.
Yeah. So outside. Okay, director.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could recall maybe.
Okay. What else? Anybody else?
Technical lead,
Tech leads. Okay.
Scrum Master,
Okay.
then
Tech
Solution
lead.
Architect.
Slowly, Father.
Shilpa sir, actually.
Scrum Master. Sorry, Silva. Solution Art. Yeah.
Then at executive level, I could think of CTO. Yes, Farah.
Okay.
And solution engineer also.
Okay. Solution engineer.
Product owner, business analyst.
Okay. BA. Okay. Okay. What else?
QA.
QA.
VP.
DevOps.
Okay. DevOps. Okay.
System administrator,
Okay.
HR specialist,
Okay. HR specialist. Okay.
yeah, marketing and sales team,
Okay. Marketing, sales. Okay.
VP.
change management, PMO.
Okay. PMO. Change management. Okay. Change.
TCB committee.
Yeah.
or-
GCP, Change Management Committee. Okay.
Yeah. And the communication and strategy analyst.
Okay. Communications. Yeah. Now companies have all this communications specialists now, right? Right.
Procurement and legal team,
Yeah. Legal team. Okay.
Compliances.
Compliance. Okay. This will never end now.
finance and accounting.
Finance and accounting. Okay.
The business owner, the most important.
Yeah. Coming. Okay. Business. Okay. Finance. Okay. Good. Let's kind of. Okay. Very good. All of you have got good corporate exposure. All your designations are coming out over here. Okay. For your PMP examinations, imagine you had to go study about all these roles. How would it be? Okay. Luckily, you don't have all these roles. Okay. Yeah. Few I'm just pulling out over here. Program manager. Okay. Product owner. Okay. BA is also like your PO only. I'll put him over here. QA, you'll learn. Okay. PMO, change management. Okay. Business. Okay. Okay. Now, the big guys, this is directors and CEOs and all. Okay. So Scrum Master. Okay. All these big guys. Okay. So the big guys, they are called as, okay, the people who put money in projects. Okay. All now what I'm saying is PMI terms. Okay. PMI terms. Okay. So if you see this in the examination, so these are not PMI terms. Okay. In this, I'm just going to list down the PMI terms. So PMI is very, very specific when it comes to the terminologies. Okay. They follow nomenclature very strictly. Okay. When I say something is a PMI term, it has to be called in that way only. On the examination, you can have two things very similar, like requirements management plan and requirements document. So you have to see the question and see if it's talking about plan or the document, or it might say requirement tracing document. There's something called requirement traceability matrix. Okay, so the naming convention is very important for PMI. Okay, and also this is what they'll put in PMP questions also. That's why I have put this particular workbook. Okay, this workbook has got like close to 350 to 400 terms which you need to know. Okay, that's your foundation. Okay, and all are the whatever is there is the PMI terms. Okay, now on the roles, what are the PMI terms? Okay, project manager. Nobody told this. Okay, project manager. Okay, first one. Okay, then your functional manager. Functional manager. Okay, then your sponsor. This is the person who invests in the project. Sponsor. It could be from your own company or internal, external. Internal project, you have internal sponsor. External project, external sponsor. Customer. Okay, external is not external. Okay, let me just put this in the focus mode. Take care. Okay, sponsor, PMI, internal, external. Okay, external nothing but customer. Okay, then you have your product owner. PO means product owner. Product owner. Okay, PO. Okay, then you'll have your agile coach. All these are PMP terms. Agile coach. Okay, I'll do one thing. Remember this term, okay, for a PMP examination. Servant leader. Okay, under servant leader, you will have the Scrum Master role. Sorry, Scrum Master. Then you will have your agile coach. Okay, and then you'll have the team lead. Please listen to me carefully. All these three terms can be interchanged on the PMP examination. In your real-time job, agile coach plays a different role, Scrum Master plays a different role, team lead is a different person. But for the PMP examination, Scrum Master, agile coach, team lead, all these three terms can be interchangeable. Okay, on the exam, all of these three means servant leader. Okay, and then after that you have got your project manager. PM, we already had that. Project manager can also be a servant leader. Okay, now in your day-to-day real life projects, okay, you might be a project manager managing a agile project. Okay, you can be called as Scrum Master also, agile coach also. But for PMP examination, project managers are ideally referred for predictive kind of life cycle projects. Scrum Master, agile coach are referred for agile kind of projects. Okay, so we'll learn more about those things when it comes to the agile and predictive life cycles. Okay, understanding this PMI terms. Okay, servant leader, product owner, sponsor. Then again, you have got product manager is also there. One more, product manager. So product manager thinks overall product life cycle. Overall product life cycle. Okay, he could also be a sponsor also. Whereas the product owner is concerned about the delivery of the project. Services for the particular services for all this from an exam point of view. In your day-to-day work, they might make you do everything. Please don't answer PMP exam questions based on your day-to-day work experience. Answer PMP exam questions based on the exam content outline, PMBOK, and what I have been teaching you. I'm teaching you what the PMBOK says. Okay, if you're planning to write, right? So product owner is worried about the project. A product manager is worried about the overall product life cycle. Product manager can have multiple product owners under him. Okay, so let's do this. A product manager, detach. कहाँ गया वो? किधर गया यार? Focus होना था. Easier. A product owner can have. That's where it is. Okay, a product manager can have multiple product owners. PO2, PO3. Okay, getting it clear? Okay, so these are the roles, some of the roles for your PMP examination. Remember them. Okay, under the roles. Okay, so BA is also considered as a PO. Okay, now business was one term, right? So this will be your business. Sorry. Business is nothing but your customer or your end user. Business can also be taken as your user. Okay. This will also be customer. Okay. So if it is end user, our end user will have a way in which he or she uses a product, or it could be IT product, non-IT product, anything. Okay. So that time this person is given a name called as persona. User persona means how the user uses your product. Persona means user persona, end user. Okay. Understood this on the roles? Clear? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, good. Fine. Okay. So you will have multiple roles. Okay, you will have this big octopus, but for PMP examination, just worry about this. Okay. What you see here is your day-to-day organization, yes, but from the exam point of view, this. Okay. Clear. Okay. Now let's get back. We had the roles. So yeah, we just spoke about all of this. Anything did I miss? Let's see if I miss anything. Project manager, agile team leader. Okay, put agile, not just team leader, agile team leader. PO, project manager, sponsor, project team, function manager, program manager, portfolio manager. Okay, again, what we saw in the beginning, programs and portfolios, you'll have people at that levels. Okay, so those are the different roles. Okay, we've covered all this. Yes, Bahu, tell me. Yeah.
What functional manager will do? Like
functional manager is your subject matter experts, right? I told you in a product organization, he or she will allocate resources. So think functional managers as your SME, subject matter expert. Okay. It could be from your business team, or it could be from your technical team. It could be from a competency team. Like for example, when I worked at Adobe, okay, we had few functional managers. Like we had multiple product lines. Okay, we had like Adobe Sites, Adobe Communities, Adobe Target, Adobe Campaign, okay, Adobe Business, right? Adobe Analytics. So each team has got experts over here. So each team has a functional manager who will give me experts. If I'm doing a project that needs Adobe Analytics, so I have to reach out to the functional manager from Adobe Analytics to tell me, okay, we are doing this project, we need analytics guys. Okay, so think of functional manager as a subject matter expert in a project or in a productized organization. Okay.
Yeah, who knows the product as well as the people.
Yeah. Okay. Business, the domain of business. Let's say, for example, you're doing a banking project. A guy in the payments is a function manager on the payment side. A guy in collections is a function manager on the collection side. A guy on the credit card section is the function manager on the credit card side. Right? Okay. So they can give you those resources or the subject matter experts.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, this is done. Okay. Okay, let's do this economic value added. Okay. These are all clear. I know we have some more time still left. It's 12. I'll try to wind up by like 12:45 or something, or 12:30. Give me some time. I'll finish it up. Okay. You guys need a 5 minutes break? If it's too much, I can give a 5 minutes break also. Give me a thumbs up if you need a 5 minutes break. Else we'll continue. And close up by 12:30.
We can continue.
Okay, excellent. Okay, fine. For that also continue, I believe. Okay, my question was not right. Okay, economic value added. Okay, EVA. Let's get into understanding these terms. Okay, quickly. What do you mean by economic value addition? Okay. Let's say, for example, let's say, for example, you get an offer letter from an organization. Okay, let's say I only get one offer. Let's not take any. Let's say my example. Okay, I get an offer letter for an organization. Okay, let's say it's 40 lakhs per annum. Okay, from organization A. And I get at the same time, as all of us do, we keep looking for other offers also. I get one more offer from another organization. Okay, that is also 44 lakhs per annum. Okay. Now, if I choose the offer from the 44 lakhs, okay, fine. If I choose the offer from the 44 lakhs, what is the opportunity cost? I did not select the first one. I selected the second one because that was higher. Okay. So I'm asking you the question, right? So what is the opportunity cost over here?
Uh, 84 lakhs. Just a guess.
Okay, good, no problem. Yes, good. See, when you guess something and apparently that might be incorrect or correct, right? We'll remember it for longer time. So feel free to guess. That's a good interactive class. It is given you the recorded sessions only. Okay, so 84 lakhs. Okay, somebody else. What is the opportunity cost? So the term I want to explain is opportunity cost. That comes under economic value added.
I'm thinking is 4 lakhs.
4 lakhs. Okay, Farah.
So the opportunity cost, like getting the next best alternative, whatever is foregone.
Okay, EVA, opportunity cost. Opportunity cost.
So it will help you make decision based on, you can say, comparing the real cost of your choices
No.
and not just money spent.
Give me the
Yeah.
final answer. Don't tell me theoretical explanations, please. Opportunity
Okay.
cost, project A. Okay. Project A. I mean, offer A. That was the first offer. Okay. Offer A is 40L. Okay. And offer B is say 44L. Okay. And I select offer B. This is selected. Now, tell me what is the opportunity cost over here? PMP exam question.
4 lakhs.
Okay, I got answers also, right? I got answers. Okay, let's put answers. Somebody told 44 lakhs. Sorry, 84 lakhs. 84L. Somebody told 4L. Okay, good. What else? Okay. What is the number for the opportunity cost? Tell me. Go ahead. If it's wrong, also no problem. Gayatri?
40 lakhs.
Very good. That's the right answer. Okay. So, opportunity cost is the cost of not picking something. Between 40 lakhs and 44 lakhs, you did not pick 40 lakhs. That's the opportunity cost of that. If I had offer A, my opportunity cost was 40. Offer B, the opportunity cost was 44. I went with 44. What is the opportunity cost lost over here? 40 lakhs. Okay, there's no concept like total opportunity cost. No. Like for example, many years back, okay, I took a sabbatical. I started learning something, training something. At that time, my package at Dell was like 12 lakh rupees. Okay. So for 3 years, I was on a sabbatical. Okay. And for 3 years, I was earning money, but I was not even making close to what I was making at Dell. Right. So for the 3 years, what was my opportunity cost? Right. I left something else like 12 into 3, 36. So my father was explaining with us. So he's from accounting. He worked at Reserve Bank of India. So he's explaining. So the opportunity cost is what you didn't get for the last 3 years, right? I gave up my full-time job and was trying to do something on sabbatical, right? So that's the opportunity cost. From the exam point of view, understand that opportunity cost is the cost of not choosing something. Let's say, for example, okay, if I go and I select this project A, offer A. Now tell me what is the opportunity cost?
44.
Very good.
So let's say we have 3 offers, 40, 44 and
Let's
50.
tell me.
So
Tell me.
we choose 50. In that case, will it be 84?
Very good. 50 is it?
Yeah.
Okay. B is 50. Okay. Now in that case, which one do you want to select now?
So let's say I'm selecting 50 lakhs. So
Very
the opportunity cost is 40 plus 44, 84.
I'll tell you one second. 50 lakhs. Okay. 1 second. This is selected. Okay. Now you have got 3 offers. Okay. So you select this 50.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're not selecting 2 other offers. Okay. So you will take any one of these offers. You will not take 84. Okay. So because if, let's say for example you selected B, is B giving you 84?
No.
Is A giving you 84? No. Which so ideally you won't get a three choice example. You'll just get a 2 choice example. Okay, but even if you get right, you'll have to go with the next best value, 44.
Got it.
Got it? Clear?
Thank you.
Okay. So let's say, for example, I decided to go with the 40L thing, and I've done such things in my career. But I see other benefits, like how close is the company to my house? Okay, is there work from home? And then all those things were fine. Then probably I just go with the lower package because I get a better opportunity of working from home. There is no weekend work and all that stuff, right? So it depends. But opportunity cost from exam point of view is the cost we are not selecting. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll give you one more scenario. Okay, yes. Let's say I build a project. I am building a home. Okay, I'm building a home. Okay, and the cost I had initially planned was, say, I'll build a home in, say, 30 lakh rupees. Okay, this was the cost in my mind for a duration of 6 months. Okay, okay. Now, within 3 months only, within 3 months, I have already spent 30 lakhs. And my work done is just 50. This is for 100% work. Okay, this is for 100% work, completion. And my house is just 50% completed. Okay, this is the ideal normal scenario. Okay, let's take a bad scenario. Okay, wherein the reason 3 months 30 lakhs, I might have bought expensive things. Okay, another scenario, 3 months. Okay, I have spent again, say, 30 lakhs only, all the entire money which I planned for the entire project. Okay, and the work done is say 50%. And the reason could be, let's say there was a mishap, there was a storm, and half of the work which I did went in vain. Okay, let's say there was a storm, I lost the money, so I had to pump in more money, so my entire money is done. Okay, now you tell me. Okay, let's take this scenario. Okay, this bad scenario. Okay, this I will still, I'll just keep this just to take the second scenario. 3 months, 30 lakhs, 50% work done, storm. Now, do I want to continue building my house, or do I want to give up building my house? Let's say I would take another housing loan. This was my, say, savings. 30 lakhs was my savings. Now half of the house is done in the whole money. Now I want to take a loan back, so I'll have to go take, say, 15 lakh rupees loan now. Let's say I want to take a loan now, 15 lakhs. Okay. 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 Now I want to take a home loan. Okay. So first question for me: the day the storm happens and my half of my house is gone, and then I have see that I go build all those things, I'll have to put in extra money and all those things. So now, should I decide, should I build my house or should I leave it over there?
We'll continue building.
Will continue, right? So what has happened is, money invested was supposed to be 15 lakhs, correct? I
Yeah.
already invested 30 lakhs, correct?
Mhm.
This is clear? It was supposed to be 15, I invested 30 by 3 months. Okay, I will not take the money already invested on the project, okay, to make future decisions, and that is called as sunk cost. My money is gone over here, it's sunk. So sunk cost, what PMI wants you to understand is that your sunk cost should never influence for you to make decisions to continue the project or not.
Got it.
Okay, let's say we plan for a software development project. Okay, we plan to put, say, 100K investment in that for 6 months. Now the 100K investment got over by 4 months only. Okay, we will not stop the project just because I have to put another 50K I have to put. Now you have to go figure out if you can get the money, get some budget approved, do that. But you not stop because you already invested that money. That is called a sunk cost. Clear?
Yeah.
Very good. Very important question for PMP exam. See, two things: opportunity cost, sunk cost. Okay. You don't make future decisions based on the money already invested. Like for example, I have my kid. I'm teaching my kid. He's going to school, and let's say he's not performing. He comes to grade 6 or 7, and his performance has gone down. Now, will I think, oh, I will stop investing money on him? No, right? I'll still keep on investing money on him for him to go learn. I'll look for ways for him to learn faster, learn better. So this is the example of kid is very easy for us to remember because you already invested like for 6 years in a very good school and now his grades have come down. Based on that, I'm not going to go invest less on him further, right? I'll invest more money on my kid. Same thing with the projects. Don't take sunk cost into consideration for your project decisions. Okay? Very important for your PMP examination. Clear? Okay. These two examples we spoke: opportunity cost, sunk cost. Okay.
Maybe too early to ask for
Yeah.
what kind of question will come?
Correct.
Maybe you can.
Correct. Yeah, on the examination, the question could come like, okay, we'll see the questions also during the practice sessions. Okay, so question could be like, you're working on a project for $100K, say 6 months duration. Within 3 months, only $100K have completed. Now, do you want to stop the project? Okay. Okay. So you'll say the answer is no, because the sunk cost never decides for you to go and stop the project. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So all these sunk cost, opportunity costs will all come under economic value adjustment, addition, economic value addition. Okay. Opportunity cost, sunk cost. This next thing is law of diminishing returns. Okay. Can somebody who's from development background can explain this very easily? What do you understand by this? Okay, I'll tell you, I was working on one of the projects and we had like 2 front-end developers with us. Okay, and the project had a lot of front-end work and we wanted to add one more front-end developer. Okay, so the vendor who was working with us, he told, we have got 3 interns, we'll give you, you take them and you get the work done, sir. So I was not very happy with them giving 3 interns. Okay, but all of them know front-end very well, he told. Okay, so we got these 3 interns. Okay, so from 2 people we have become 5 people and is not charging for the interns. Okay, so from 2 became 5. You know what happened on the project? You think it was productive or unproductive?
Not productive.
Not productive. Why? Because now the senior guy who was sitting and doing his own work now is sitting and training these 3 interns. Okay, and I'm losing my cool because these guys are asking genuine questions. These are all like 8th sem boys, okay, who are still doing the degree and now they're coming and working over here. And now one more big thing, now I have to talk to 3 more extra people on the project. Okay, so what it says is law of diminishing returns means just by adding more people, productivity doesn't increase directly. Okay, 4 people can do, let's say, a job in a certain way. If you add the 5th person, productivity will go down by some percentage. You add a 6, again it will multiply and go down with some more percentage. Okay, just by adding people is not the solution. Okay, so then we told, we don't want your 3 people, take them back. Either give us a senior guy, else you go back, we'll find it out another vendor. Then they got one senior guy, the 3rd senior guy. Okay, so we have to get tough sometimes. So see, as project managers, you should be good negotiators. Okay, you should be very open. Okay, talk to them in a nice way, be assertive. Okay, tell them, see, it's not working out. If you can't manage, let me know. Let's kind of see how best we can find other resources. If you can't help us, then I'm afraid we'll have to look into different vendors. Okay, talk to them directly. Okay, then they'll be, oh man, this guy is tough. We have to kind of manage these people, right? So understand this law of diminishing returns means just by adding people, you're not going to get the direct output. It's not like your same old days, right? One person used to paint a wall in 10 hours, 10 people can paint the wall in 1 hour. It's not that kind of thing. It's going to get very difficult because on projects, more number of people learn in the communication channel, communication management chapter. The more number of channel of communications, more difficult it is to manage. Okay, fine. Last one, depreciations. Okay, there are 2 depreciations. Straight line depreciation, accelerated depreciation means depreciation is what? Something's value is coming down. Straight line depreciation means the value reduces every year by constant number. Let's say you bought something for 1,000 rupees, next year it becomes 900, next year it becomes 800, next year it becomes 700. Every year it's a linear depreciation, straight line depreciation. Accelerated depreciation is like first year it goes down by 500 or 200, let's say. Next year it goes down by greater 300, then 400, then suddenly in 3 years entire value is gone out. Okay. From the exam point of view, there are no mathematical questions, but just know straight line is just same value depreciating every year. Accelerated is the bigger value depreciating every year. Okay. So these are the 4 terms, remember, from the economic value addition for your PMP examination. Okay. All of this with notes is there in the workbook. Okay. You don't have to worry. You can go read it from here, and then there'll be some fill in the blank, match the following quizzes. You can go and answer that. And you've got the recording also. I would strongly request you guys, the entire training can be watched on your cell phone also. You just open a Chrome browser and then go to LMS, log in, put your OTP. If you're driving to office in a car, or if you're sitting and going in a cab, just put your earphones and listen and revise. Okay. Like few of you have been referred by Salman. That's what Salman used to do. He used to just put the shorts. He used to keep on revising. Okay, just listening, and he was able to go crack a interview in a very big organization, right? So that's also a nice way of learning. So use your commute time also. It will be easy for you to learn faster. Okay. I too do that. I still do that on my way to office. Okay, when I'm going, I use listen some scriptures. When I'm coming back, I'm listening to something on AI or something on project management. Okay, I'm doing some of the other things because it takes me 2 hours to come from office to home. Okay, I leave at 5 o'clock. I come home at 7 o'clock. It's difficult. From eco world till my house is like 22 kilometers, and it's like never ends till I come home. So try to use the best of your time. Okay. So that's about it. Let's see 3 more things we have. Okay. Okay, I'll just take project life cycle. No, I'll take project artifacts and I'll stop for today. I'll do life cycle and constraints tomorrow. Okay. I don't want to just bombard a lot of information. Okay. Okay. Project life cycles. What do you understand by that? Anybody?
Duration of the project.
Okay. What else?
Different stages, how the project grows.
Example.
Phases. Discovery.
1 second, hold on. Okay. Project life cycle. Okay. What was the first answer? Different stages se pehle something answers, right?
Duration.
Duration. Okay, duration. Okay. And then different phases. Okay. Yep. Then what else?
Estimation.
Estimation. No, what?
Requirement gathering.
Okay. Okay. Those are different phases you're saying, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Requirement gathering. Okay.
Initiation, planning.
Sorry.
Initiation, planning, execution.
Okay. That's I'd say processes. Process groups. Don't confuse these 2 phases. Okay. Initiation, planning, executing. Okay. Planning nahi aaya? Okay, go ahead. Give me what do you mean project life cycle? Bolu, tell me. What do you mean a project life cycle?
So
What do you mean a life
the-
cycle? Let's just talk about in general. What is a life cycle?
it evolves from the from the start to the end till the completion.
Start to the end. Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, how do we do projects from start to end is what it says. Okay. How are projects done from start to end? Okay. So there are two types of life cycles. Okay, one where you know something, something very clear. You know what work needs to be done. Here it is unclear. Work is unclear. Okay, fine. So these are two distinctions. You know something very easily. If I know something, it's easy for me to do. All of us agree, correct?
Yes.
Yes. If
Yes.
something is unclear, it's difficult for us to do, right? We have to figure out. We have to do trial and error. We have to debug the code, go find out where is the issue, right? Like for example, it is easy for us to find a crack on the wall and fix the crack on the wall. It is difficult for us to go and find the issue in the code. We have to debug a lot. That's why knowledge workers are paid more, right? So finding the problem is the problem in IT, right? We don't know where is it breaking. We have to go one by one step and then see where it's breaking under. Okay, so the life cycle is depending are decided based on what if you know something and something is unclear. If you know something in project management, okay, let me just put this over here. If you know something project management, it is called as predictive life cycle. If something is unclear, you want to adapt. Adaptive life cycle.
Also progressive elaboration.
I'll come to that. That's not a life cycle. I'll come to that far. Okay, fine. So we'll use that in adaptive life cycle. Okay. So start to end, know something, something's unclear. Knowing something is called as predictive life cycle. It is also called as waterfall model. Okay. Waterfall model. Okay. And adaptive life cycle is also called as agile. Okay. So when do you use agile methodologies? When the scope is not clear. What is not clear over here? The work we do. What do you call the work we do? Scope. Okay. Please don't say work to do. Start using jargon called as scope, right? What is unclear? Like no something. What's scope is something. Scope is clear.
So in agile, there is there will be a progressive elaboration, right?
Yes, we'll come to that.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Okay. I'm just talking about the life cycles for now. Okay. So scope is clear, predictive life cycle, waterfall model. Scope is unclear, adaptive life cycle, agile model. Okay. It's also called as agile. So you know now when something is unclear, what to use. When something is clear, which model to use. Okay. Fine. These two are clear. Now, based on clarity, okay, what we do is we decide the kind of contracts also. Okay. If I'm very clear, I'll go for a fixed price contract. We'll look into detail about contracts later on. Don't worry about all those things, but just know now, okay? If it is not clear in agile, we go for a time and material contract. Okay. What you're seeing here in front of you, okay, forms basis for many PMP questions, both for agile and waterfall models. Okay. Kind of contracts you use, scope clarity, predictive life cycle, adaptive life cycle. Again, in adaptive life cycle, there are two things. Okay. Iterative and incremental. Okay. What is iterative? Okay. Let's say, for example, we are doing a project. Okay. Project started off on January 1st. Okay. Go live for the project is on, let's say, June 1st, 5 months. Okay. In this 5 months, we have planned, say, 8 sprints. Each sprint is for 2 weeks. Okay. So the 8 sprints are nothing but the 8 iterations. Correct? Correct? Guys, you all with me?
Yes.
You are with me? So 8 sprints are 8 iterations. So 8 times you are repeating the same cycle, correct? 8 times the repetition happens. Okay, 8 times you are doing a demo. Okay, every sprint time you are doing a demo 8 times and we are taking customer feedback. 8 times you are taking customer feedback. Okay, this type of way of working wherein you do multiple iterations before you go live is called as iterative life cycle. And when, let's say, for example, you do something, what happens? So this happens mostly on project work. Incremental is your Kanban. So iterative, this is for your project. When you do projects, okay. So you say you're agile, yeah, we're giving feedback every weekend, that's the agile. But the actual value to customers delivered after 8 sprints, okay. In incremental, it's your L3 work, okay, wherein you finish the issue, you fix it. You finish the enhancement, you move to production. Finish work, move to production immediately. Okay. Move to prod immediately. You don't have to wait for 8 sprints. That's the major difference. Every time you put something to production, that's an increment. Every time you improve something, taking customer feedback before going to production, it's called iteration or iterative life cycle. Don't get confused between these two things. In exam, you'll see many questions on iterative life cycle, means it is repetition, means it is sprints, means it is taking more customer feedback. Incremental is done for faster delivery. Okay, finished work, move to production, faster delivery. L3 work. Is this clear, guys? Very important for PMP examination, these distinctions. See, I'm just making your foundation for the PMP examination, okay? Even if you go and work in your office, you'll see 90% of your projects are following this model, iterations. Wherein we'll do demos, we may do, we may not do demos. Sometimes what we'll do is, we'll do a big bang demo at the end, which is not agile, which is more like waterfall model. In a agile model, every 2 weeks you should be doing a demo and taking some feedback, okay? So adaptive life cycle, 2 parts, iterative life cycle, incremental life cycle. So what happens in adaptive life cycle, like how Farah was saying, progressively we elaborate the scope. This scope becomes clear in a progressive way. Okay. So the scope, where is that? Okay. Unclear scope. Okay. So maybe on the project Jan 1st to June 1st, Jan 1st scope clarity was say 5%. Feb 1st it became say 20%. And March 1st it became say 40%. April 1st it became say 80%. And we finish the project by May and deliver in June 1st. So progressively we are elaborating the scope. It's increasing. Slowly it increases. Okay. Starts off like this, increases till the end. Okay. That's what is called as progressive elaboration in the scope. When elaborate the scope, so we progressively make it clear in Agile. We make the scope clear progressively in Agile. Okay. Is this clear till here? All of you? Fine?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, fine, very good. I'll stop here for today. We'll start with project artifacts and constraints tomorrow. Okay, fine. Let's stop here for today. Let me just tell you what are your assignments. That's my best part. Okay. So first thing is, so today I have not yet finished the foundations completely. So don't do the exercise, this book test today. Okay. Today, what you do is you go and finish off your day 1 of PLM. Okay. Go to your course. Where is your course? Okay. Go to your LMS. Please go to workshops. Sorry, courses. Project leadership model. You have started the challenge. I'd be more than happy to give you all your rewards. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Total will be like 3.5 hours for the 3 days. Please go finish up day 1, make notes. I'm also requesting students to engage on the community, put comments on the community so that others can learn from your learning. Make time, take a break now. Don't get started off immediately. Take a break for an hour or half an hour when you're free. In the evening, just go ahead, project leadership journey. You'll understand everything. Okay. So it'll give you a good overview. Okay. So day 1, day 2, day 3, please get started off with that. So that's the only homework for today. Second homework, please, whatever we have learned today, flashcards, to make your flashcards, go and make your flashcards. Okay. That should be good enough. Okay. Any questions before we kind of sign off for the day? Okay. Usually I close by 12:30. Sometimes I do by 1. Okay. The call duration is for 4.5 hours. Don't get frightened by 4.5 hours. Okay. I close by 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I feel today it's right time to stop. It's the first day, and we have covered a lot of topics. That's good. Any questions, guys, before we drop off for the day?
I'm good, Arham. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I would thank everybody for taking the time to come. First of all, registering with me, coming for the training. More than happy to train you all. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm just a call away. Okay. If I'm not taking your call, then I'm going to get back in the evening. Drop me a WhatsApp note. I'll be happy to get back to you all. But my only request to you all, trust the process, put efforts. You will actually do great in your work. If you're taking the exam also, easily you can pass the examination. Okay. Fine. Let me stop the recording. I will see you all tomorrow in session 2. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.